Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please do excuse the quality. It's quite late or early, as the case may be, or is, I should say. Sorry, I'm quite tired. I'm struggling a bit. I've only got a side light on. I don't particularly like bright lights, so. Anyway, this is to do with Sergeant Natalie Booth, 11902 of Torquay Police Station. Essentially assisting in illegal eviction like filthy, degenerate officers. Kim Morley of Lymington Road and her mother or her partner's mother attended one day to give me notice. She had a right attitude on her. I was recording the entire incident for my own safety, and it's a good job I did. So she gave me this notice, which was completely unlawful. She tried to claim that it was a license and blah, blah, blah. Well, that's since been proven wrong. Anyway, so I was harassed by them. I ended up telling them to get lost. So they'd already given me this notice. And then public enemy number one turn up. To prevent a breach of the peace, so she can give me another notice. What the fuck? Kim Morley really is off her head. She's an absolute Fruit Loop. So anyway, public enemy number one have turned up. So, as you probably guessed, I despise these disgusting, demeritorious, Machiavellian, mendacious, pernicious, scurrilous turds. And I've got stacks of evidence against these vile, disgusting individuals, their crimes against me, their abuse, their victimization, and so on. They can attempt to intimidate me all they like, but it isn't going to happen. I'm going to expose them, as I have been doing. But anyway, before I digress too much. So anyway, I'm given another notice, so this therefore invalidates the previous one, which was unlawful anyway. But this time it has 24 hours written notice, which does not exist in law. It turns out that public enemy number one actually advised her to give me 24 hours written notice, so I make a complaint about this, which is when I go in contact with this disgusting Sergeant Natalie Booth. And she states, as you will see, that none of her officers gave this advice at all. So either these vile turds are lying through their teeth, and she's just believed them, or she has full knowledge of it, but she's just going to abuse me and victimize me anyway. So little did she know. I happen to be recording like I record everything with them. In fact, pretty much most people. Majesty's Courts and Tribunal Service, Crown Prosecution Service, the fucking lot. These people are fucking criminal filth. So I sent her a copy of the recording, which states quite clearly that her officers gave Kim Morley advice to give me 24 hours written notice. This is assisting in an illegal eviction, as well as overstepping the boundaries of their role, which was to prevent a breach of the peace, like I say, for whatever ridiculous reason she called them. I mean, Kim Morley was just a joke from the start. Absolute fucking joke. As were next door neighbours Lee and Cara Harris, I believe, and even her partner Colin stated that there's been so many times that they've heard them shouting at their kids, calling them fucking cunts and so on, to the point that they were actually going to call social services, yet they had the temerity to accuse me of shouting at their kids, which never fucking happened, and this was proven anyway. But this is not the only serious matter regarding this. I happen to have on my unlawful tenancy agreement a next of kin by the name of Deanna Adams, who I'd known for many years. I went to school with her son. She had made sexual advances towards me, and I rejected them. I removed her from Facebook. Anyway, Kim Morley had spoken to her, and she made the false allegations that I was in court for being a danger to children. Absolutely fucking sickening accusation. Now, at the time, I happened to have some support, if you could call it that, from a Lindy Whitfield at Wellbeing in Action. She also works for CAS Plus, which works within the justice system. So she intervened and put a stop to these allegations, saying that these are completely unfounded. I'm not in court for this, and this, for being a danger to children, and so on and so forth. Completely fabricated, utter bullshit. But the damage had already been fucking done. And she'd already told other people, like the other tenants, so she had to retract everything. Because Kim Morley's a disgusting, vile individual. And like I say, the damage had been done, and it's still to this day, I'm still just struggling. It's just been victimisation. So these videos are about exposing Devon and Cornwall police, and pretty much every fucking thing that I have gone through absolute hell with these disgusting, flagitious, Praetorian individuals, these iniquitous organisations, their criminal administration, and so on and so forth. It is fucking shocking what you are going to see. Now, Devon and Cornwall police have repeatedly tried to intimidate me and threaten me, to the point even having armed police could turn up for a so-called welfare check. Well, yeah, we can fuck off. You're not going to intimidate me at all. I am going to continue making it public, and I'm going to make sure that I get the fucking justice I deserve. Now, it's not just confined to public enemy number one. It's Torbay Council, Devon Partnership NHS Trust, Crikey Mental Health Matters, the Department for Work and Pensions, the Magistrates Courts and Tribunal Service, the Crown Prosecution Service. This is fucking serious. I am being put through absolute hell because of filth like this. Anyway, let's get into the video so you can see, and then at the end I'm going to put the recording. And I'll put up a photo of Deanna Adams, who made these false allegations. Anyway, let's get into it. Thanks, Joe, ladies and gentlemen. So, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, she stated that none of her officers did this, and then there were two officers with the landlady at the time. There was more than fucking two. This is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Not a word of truth to any of this, other than from my side. I have been able to offer refutations to every fucking claim against myself. But does anyone else fucking pay the price or face the repercussions of their actions? No, I fucking suffer. This is going to end. Right, all this is being sent to the office of the Commissioner for Police, blah, 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 all that crap, which won't happen because Alison Hernandez is involved in fucking corruption. Devon and Cornwall police are fucking corrupt to the fucking core. Mind you, every fucking police force is. There's not a word of truth to anything that they claim. Fiddle crime figures, the fucking lot. You are going to, like I say, you're going to be made aware of what I've been subjected to and am being subjected to. But anyway, let's get into the recording, ladies and gentlemen.
The police advised her to give you a 24-hour notice, who just went on what the police said.
Oh dear. Natalie Booth, another criminal. Mind you, every single member of Public Enemy number one's a fucking filthy, degenerate criminal. I think the majority of people that aren't on their knees kissing somebody's ass will see this. The police are corrupted filth. Yeah, it's just the corruption's gone on for years. I've been victimised by these people and so on and so forth. It's just got out of control. So, But yeah, like I say, as you can see, this is just one example of many which you are about to learn of as I start making this probably more and more and more um, of crimes and corruption within Devon and Cornwall police. But anyway, I don't want to digress too much. I'm tired. I'm kind of struggling. My anxiety is a bit bad. But anyway, I'm going to put this picture up of Deanna Adams, the one that made false allegations against me. Spread it around. This woman is a fucking risk, right? To make the false allegations that she did against me, she could do to anyone. She is dangerous, right? Seriously dangerous allegations, which luckily for me, there was somebody there to refute them, thankfully. But again, the damage had been done. But this is the sort of thing that fucking goes on, and public enemy number one have allowed this to go on to perpetuate and cause me fucking distress. I'm not putting up with it anymore. This is fucking serious, right? I'm sure that public enemy number one are going to make some more feeble attempts to try and threaten me and so on. Keep fucking trying, because you aren't fucking going to do it. Um, that said, however, I do feel that my life is at risk and that they will attempt to kill me. Right, there was a so-called welfare check with their poorly trained armed police. You've got to listen to this. That'll be a separate story. How the hell that these clowns get signed off as being safe is beyond me. But anyway, again, I'm digressing too much. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. If there's anyone that's dropped into this that hasn't bothered to read the disclaimer and is offended by my fucking language, well, grow a fucking backbone. There's more important issues in society than your fucking fractured, fucking sensitive, bloody emotions, such as illegal eviction and people being victimised, vulnerable people like myself being fucking victimised, criminally mistreated daily by abhorrent filth from public authorities. Seriously, it's about time fucking society stood up and grew some fucking bollocks, or in the case of the ladies, some fucking chesticles. This situation is fucking ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. I have had enough of it. I'm exhausted because of it, but I'm not gonna back down from it. I'm sure public enemy number one again, like I said, will try and intimidate me, but it's not gonna happen. This shit's gonna end. This is gone on for way too long. Right? Corruption is fucking rife. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all the best and thank you again. Please, reach out and stand up for yourself. If you've been wronged by these people, stand up against them. Make it public. Do what you need to do. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen.